3 run plays. Yo, here we go. We live. What's up? What's going on, Eagle Nation? PHILLY in the building. Here we go, young. I'm not watching the go. Actually, I was peeping in the Golden State game. They might take a loss at Cleveland tonight. I don't know. Steph Curry might have to go nuclear in the fourth quarter, but that's not what we're here for. What we're here for is what I've been telling y'all. See, this is my point about when y'all need to start listening to me, everybody. Now, all y'all might not tune into the Sixers pod. I think y'all do. What's going on, Young, Starscream, Uncle Al? What I've been trying to tell y'all is when I speak, it's imperative that y'all listen. Okay, that is all I'm saying. When I speak, avert your ear to my voice because when I say something, it means something. All right. And I told y'all Jalen Hurts was coming for the number 1 spot. Didn't I tell y'all that? I said he coming for number 1 spot. And after the day, right now, I don't care what y'all say. He is playing the best football in any quarterback in the league, bar none. Bar none. All right. Now Dak, he see it's something that you call nice and nice with it. Dak nice, but Jalen nice with it. You know how you see somebody on the court in the field, something like that, you be like, yo, boy, nice. And you like, yeah, he nice, he doing his thing. And then you see somebody else, you be like, yo, he nice with it. Nice with it is a total different level. Jalen is nice with it. Man, listen, he the number 1 quarterback in the league. He got the best receiver right now in the league in A.J. Brown, and that's why we won. That's why we winning. But we did almost lose this game doing some dumb stuff. We're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about how we almost played. Our coaches, I feel the coaches almost did it. Remember that meme? I'm sorry, Tim. But you remember that video with the young boy? He like, y'all played your heart out. Y'all did your thing, but the coaches lost this game. That's what I would have been saying if we'd have lost this game today. I would have been blaming the coaches. The defense coordinator only blitzed like 1 time all day. And the time he did blitz, Dak actually threw an errant pass. So that was kind of disturbing knowing you got young cornerbacks out there. I think it behooves you to drop the pressure on that. And then 2, the offense with those. I'm trying to figure out why they passed that ball when you had the ball with 1 minute left. Why would you throw a deep pass to A.J. Brown? It was like 3rd and 3. You run the ball and then you do the brotherly shove. It's easy math. The math is always mathing. It's always on your side with that play. Why would you do anything different? That irritated me to my core. But I'm sorry, Tim. Go ahead and we'll address some of y'all in the comment section because I see y'all either kicking knowledge or nonsense, so I got to jump in. But, Tim, go ahead. What's your thoughts?
All right. That was a very stressful game.
It was.
Defense, man, we got a defense. The defense may cause us the Super Bowl. We not making it to the Super Bowl, maybe because of the defense. But at the same time, the defense made some real good plays during the game. It's like they was up and down the whole time. Blankenship, that play, that 4-for-1 stopping the ball on 4-for-1 when he got his knee down, that was a big play that he made.
Huge.
But then the Blankenship was on a rope. He was throwing, I think Dak, the first target was CeeDee Lamb, and he was targeting Blankenship. That's what I said. We got to figure out that middle ground with the defense. The defense struggled, but they made some big plays, especially that getting Dak out when Dak ran for the 2-point play, when Dak stepped out of bounds, which he couldn't convert that 2-point play. That was huge.
I see you, Joy Mom, in the comment section. I'm sorry. I just had to give my daughter a shout out. Go ahead.
That was the difference between them getting a field goal and tying the ball game up or them being down 5. So you got to shout out. You know how Wayne, same thing. Wayne always hating on BG. But Brandon Graham made some big plays in this game.
2 back-to-back sacks. That was crazy.
Yeah, and then the play with forcing Dak out of bounds. That was him.
Oh, that was him that actually pushed Dak on that play. I didn't think that.
Dak stepped on the side of the out of bounds. That was BG.
Nice.
BG always come through for us when we need. He might not be having a statistical game, but he was on the money today, man. So that's why I said defense was like this.
No, I agree. I mean, somebody said in the comment section, what was it? I just had it right in my head now.
No, we
Oh,
live. We live. We live.
What's up, Tim Brown?
That's the whole part.
Listen.
I'm going to get on with y'all later.
All right.
Get up with y'all later.
All right, go ahead.
There was some Dallas fans in here. We had to chase them out of here. I'm going to get on with y'all.
Shut him up.
Go ahead. All right, do your thing. Do your thing. It's beautiful.
He said Ethan drunk.
He is. He definitely on. This is a beautiful. When we went down to it was the Eagles watch party. Shout out to Kim Foster. She put me down to the Eagles watch party we went to a couple weeks ago when we lost to the Jets, unfortunately. But somebody made the comment. It was a dude in the stands, and all he screamed out, "It's not a Dallas fan in sight. This is a beautiful thing." And he's right. It's beautiful when there's no Dallas fans, where everybody harmoniously on the same team. It's a wonderful thing. This is why anybody who live in Philly or around the Philadelphia area, you should be an Eagles fan. If you're not an Eagles fan, I gotta call you out. You're a little lame for that. But I still love you anyway. Fly Eagles fly. I agree. MOTC. Eli Ricks did have a bad game today. Number 39. He a young boy though. Listen, he's a young boy going against experienced veterans. Is going to happen.
But what about Bradbury, the experienced veteran?
Bradbury had some good plays here and there. He got beat a little bit. I mean, but
come on, man. Bradbury he cost us a Super Bowl last year.
It's hard it's hard to play corner in the NFL, bro. I'm telling you now, it's probably the hardest position next to quarterback. It's quarterback, then cornerback in the NFL, in my opinion. You on the island most of the time by yourself. You playing against the top world-class athletes, track stars, all that good stuff. But
so you gonna tell me that Bradbury been having a good season?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I don't mind. A couple times, actually, a couple plays I've seen him get beat. He was actually there. Like the one, it was a first down. His hand was right there. He just swiped by and he just happened to miss it. But as long as you're there, as long as you're right there, it gives you a chance to make the play. Man, when you always trailing the play, that to me is problematic. That's problematic. But if he be around the play, he just don't
matter if you're not making the play. Yo, Mr. Wing, I agree with you. Carter, and he needs this bye more than anything because I don't know if his back's still hurting him, but he had so much pressure early on in the season. Now he just kind of disappeared the last two games. I mean, and I think Davis too, Jordan Davis, and I know he's nursing a hamstring injury. So shout out
to my young boy Eminem, Bakaya Moore. What's up? He gave me a shout in the comment section. I had to shout him out. I'm sorry. It's a beautiful thing. That's what I'm saying. It's all Eagles fans. This is unity right here, man. This is unity. This is so peaceful and serene. I could be in this moment for forever, especially when we went over Dallas. Listen. I know that certain people have been very critical of Jalen Hurts. All right, certain individuals on this very platform have been.
One of them is not here today.
Which is critical and overly critical. But this is my day to really embrace the best quarterback in the league. I'm telling you, right now, I don't care star screen what you say. He has officially taken, at least for this moment, the number one spot. He's super duper nice with it, man. And AJ Brown right now is the number one receiver, bro. Tyreek Hill's the man. I got much love for Tyreek Hill. But AJ Brown right now is the number one receiver in the league. He trying to go for 2,000 this year. I think that may have influenced that 3rd and 3 pass play they tried to do. They tried to get a little.
I want my 125. You know, his streak of 125.
Yeah, they tried to get a little extra with the joint. That may have influenced that play a little bit. That was a terrible play call, bro. The announcer was actually saying it all day too. I forget his name. He was saying it all day. It creates so many problems. It makes it so much easier for your play calling, because it opens up your playbook now when you're not pressed to get 10 yards. So that 3rd and 3, you run the ball, you get 1-2 yards, and then you do the brotherly shove. It's easy. It's
put a little twist on the brotherly shove today too. If you notice, it was like almost like a delayed
4th
and 1. I know. Yes. So what's your thoughts on Brian Johnson? Because you were a little critical early on. I'm seeing a little bit more progression out of his offense. I
did like a couple, but actually like that they ran that one kind of toss play to Swift that actually got some nice yards. I thought that was really nice, a little motion. This is what we were talking about before, mixing some motion in the offense, dudes moving around, get the defense second guessing. The one play when he ran and him and AJ Brown ran each other, I don't know what miscommunication that way. It looked like he almost knocked Swift out for a minute because the way he fell, he just completely dropped the ball for a minute.
Yeah,
he might have got a little ding.
To spoil Batman, that's a problem.
yeah. AJ Brown, he built different. He built different, and he coming and they kind of got dinged on some miscommunication type time. But I do like even some of the pass. We got to find out what happened to Goddard too, because
Goddard that's a serious injury. They said that it might be broken, and that was a dirty play too. That was a dirty play. Dude was twisting his arm. He tried to break his forearm. I don't care what nobody's saying. He tried to break his arm.
Yeah. I agree. He kind of hung on to that joint and kind of like pulled it down and fell. Like he didn't like the fact that he was getting stiff arm and tried to like grab that joint. It was like one of them plays that you say Joel Embiid like to do, like to try to hurt on the way down to the ground. That play I gotta find out what happened with Goddard because it looked like it could have been possibly like an elbow dislocation or something like that. So.
They were trying to massage it. Something was wrong because Goddard's a warrior, man.
Goddard is a warrior. Goddard is a warrior. Yeah, and the penalty. Speaking of Bayard, the penalty that unsportsmanlike, they end up not scoring on that drive because that was the one when Bull caught it at the one and he was down. But that penalty, because I think they may have stopped Dak on that play. Now the refs reviewed it, whatever, and said he couldn't do it. But even if we did. I think we would have got it with the penalty. We just got pushed back. But that penalty was still dumb. Like you don't do a penalty like that to possibly cause your team yardage or a first down. That was just in the middle of that play when you're trying to stop them. This game is this close. That was just a bonehead play. That play irritated me, man.
I'm not gonna get too mad at him because it was more. If he was retaliating off of the ball, it's not like he initiated the penalty. He just got caught, and then you playing football. I know it was like the end of the game. It was a dumb penalty. You got to be self-control, but I'm not going to kill him for it.
I'm not killing him, but it was dumb. And I do agree with you, Young. Dak had way too much time. We want to criticize corners. You can't cover these wide receivers for over 3 to 5 seconds. Once you get outside of 3 seconds, it's almost impossible to cover somebody like CeeDee Lamb, these track stars they got, the little dudes returning punts. It's almost impossible to cover these dudes that long. Dak had all day for the better part of the game. That's why the couple sacks we got, he was kind of shocked somebody got in there that fast. Yeah. When BG hit him with the bull rush, like, boy, you don't stop playing with me. I'm Brandon Graham up in this piece. He rushed him, got 2 sacks back to back. Dak wasn't even expecting that because he had all day.
And truth be told, Dak, most of his success came outside the pocket when he was like more so plays broke down and he was able to make big time plays. It wasn't just straight running his offense. So and that goes back to the tackles wasn't getting there. They wasn't stopping them. The tackles, until except with my man Hassan Reddick, he always show up in the game. Always shows up.
Yes. No, listen, Brandon Graham, Hassan Reddick, but to me, somebody mentioned this earlier, defense coordinator has to take a little responsibility for this. Because at certain times you see your rush ain't working and you got young corners, you can't lead them dudes on the island. The one time I do remember him blitzing, talked about this earlier, Dak actually threw a bad pass because the pressure was on. So you gotta dial up some blitzes, some sneaky blitzes, some zone blitzes, stuff like that, just to keep him guessing and keep him on his toes. He was way too comfortable back there with young corners. We had two young rookie boys playing at one time in the game. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
McCall, what's going on? Shout out to my man McCall. I know he's a Dallas fan. I appreciate the love. Next time, hit the super chat too if you're going to comment. But, he's still my man. I love you. Great game. 5 drops and dumb penalties killed us. Yeah, that's true. You had some bad drops. Bad drops and penalties. We actually started giving y'all some of them penalty yards back. Remember y'all last drive? We literally walked y'all down the field in that last drive. Y'all got like 50 penalty yards easy on a pass interference, offsides, a roughing the passer. Y'all got 3-4 penalties in like a 15-second span that literally march y'all down the field, and then then we got the sack, and y'all put yourselves back a little bit with a delayed game. But that game, man, listen, they had me on edge of my seat. It lived up to the hype. This is what the Eagles-Dallas game is supposed to look like. It lived up to the hype. Everybody won. The NFL won. Eagle fans won. Dallas fans lost. That I'm not mad about.
Now we got a bye, and the boy Jalen is banged up. How serious do you think this knee injury? Because I mean, is it a bone bruise? I was hearing it was a bone bruise. I hope it's no damage that he's doing to his knee. I mean, he looks stubborn. Like he's more to the point where I don't care. I'm still gonna play. But you can't doubt his heart. But this bye couldn't come at a perfect time because we banged up right now.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the crazy part about it is I don't think I seen him limp at all in the second half. Like I know he was limped off kind of after the play because the dude definitely did hit him low on his knee and kind of like pushed it in a little bit. Luckily, I guess
the penalty called that they didn't call that penalty. It should have been
that should have been a low hit. It should have been a low hit. It definitely that's what the penalty was designed for. The penalty, the rule rather, was designed for that exact play for somebody coming in hitting the quarterback low on his knees, as we know the Tom Brady penalty. Because remember that happened to Randall Cunningham like 20 years ago, but they didn't enforce the penalty until it happened to Tom Brady.
Exactly.
But that's neither here nor there. Bryce Polk ruined our season with the Randall Cunningham hit, but
that was when he broke his fibula.
Yeah, but to my surprise, he really didn't limp that much, and they came right out. I think it was like the third play he actually ran on one of them QB option plays, and then shortly after that we did the brotherly shove. So I was like, because I was thinking I was talking to my brother-in-law, and I'm like, yo, he might that might impede the brotherly shove a little bit because if his knee really hurting, but it didn't. They put him right in there, brotherly shove right down their throat. The most unstoppable play in all of sports. In all of sports.
It can't be covered. It can't be cloned.
It can't be cloned. It can't be cloned at all. John Adams, what's up? If there was one time to call,
somebody said get me cloned in the background.
Would you say? Yeah, I got people's watching this live. They live and struggle. My son, my brother-in-law, listen, they love the energy right here, man. This is where it's at. He just broadcast that joint live from wherever he was at, man. The joint popping in the background.
It's not a team, it's a rating.
Yes, there you go. So what did John say now? John said something. He said, if there was one time to call a timeout to calm the team down, Dallas wouldn't have marched down the field. If I'm not mistaken, John, if you talk about the last drive, they didn't have any. The Eagles ain't had no timeouts. We was all out of timeouts. If you're talking about the very last drive of the game, they was all out because remember he wasted his last one. I think with one of those challenges, our timeouts got wasted. But this was close to a win loss as you can get. This is close to win loss, bro. I mean,
but we 8-1.
Yes, I'm so glad we got the win. But we got fortunate in some areas, but sometimes the ball bounces your way. Sometimes the foot steps out of bounds early. Sometimes the knee hits the ground before the ball passes the goal line. Sometimes those things work in your favor. Today they worked in our favor. This game came down to the wire. And that's what you're saying, John. Okay, they didn't have none today with bad timeout management. Yeah, I mean the one they called one with the before the delayed game. The challenge was used, and I don't remember when the other timeout was used. That might have been earlier.
Was it a challenge? Maybe was it a challenge?
Yeah, one was a challenge. One was the call before the delayed game, and I don't remember when the other one was called. To be honest with you, Dallas is what Dallas does. Yeah, that's what X-Men.
Man, y'all was trying to hate on the young boy Dak though. Y'all kept saying he was garbage. He wasn't better than Wentz, and all of them.
Oh.
That was y'all thoughts. That Dak, and clearly Dak is a good quarterback. I mean, I'm not a Dallas fan, and I'm Philly Hurts all the way. But y'all was Dak haters.
That's a question.
So right now,
Dak is nice. I started off the show saying quarterback. I started the show saying Dak is nice, but Jalen is nice with it. It's different. It's levels to this.
It's levels. But y'all, it was a lot of disrespect with Dak Prescott. I mean, they was calling, even Shady McCoy was talking about it. And he probably will catch a little bit. But Dak, he ran circles around our defense often today. And then they got this.
But at the same, you're playing against a banged up defense. We lost several corners. Maddox is gone. He had like 2 rookies playing against them. He had a very favorable situation in his favor.
No,
he capitalized.
4 weeks. So in 4 weeks we pay him again. You think we're gonna go down there and beat them?
Oh yeah, they're over. They cook now. Now they cook. If we get some recovery time in.
If I'm Dallas, I'm not really disappointed. I'm disappointed, but I know I could fight with this team. I could run with the Eagles. If they're leaving, they're home. They came here, they battled us, and it was a one possession game at the end. If I'm Dallas, I feel comfortable playing us again in Dallas. And then if they got seasons in the playoffs, I'm not scared.
Yes, McCall, we're gonna cook them. I'm not scared. Listen, honestly, in all honesty, it's Eagles in Dallas right now. It's a 2-horse race. Minnesota's out the deal. I think Detroit is one of them teams that's going to give you a little competitive fight, but I don't think nobody has them set up to realistically win the Super Bowl. San Fran defense is real solid and all that, but I told y'all I don't believe in Brock Purdy. I think they need a real quarterback to get him to that next level. And he's cool. They trying to make him to be like a Montana and all that, but them days of Montana lighting your squad up, them days is over. Yeah, we win in Dallas, McCall. We're going to be winning in Dallas. But it's a 2-horse race. It's Eagles and the Cowboys in the same division. This is going to be crazy. Crazy.
Last week, the young boy from Howell from Washington threw almost 400 yards on us. This week, I'm looking at Dak. He threw 374 yards on us, 3 touchdowns. Our defense is an issue.
It is an issue. And part of the defense is the defensive coordinator as well. Coordinators got to draw up something a little better than that. You got to draw up some blitzes. You got to get some pressure on a quarterback, bro. It's imperative. You cannot have no NFL quarterback. I don't care how corny he is like that. It's like, no, I like that. But I don't care how corny he is. You do got to get pressure on him. You let him sit back there like that. They'd have picked us apart. I could have threw at least 10 completions all the time that he had back there. So it's no way you can constantly go until the next time we play Dallas, you cannot go with that same game plan. You can't. Yeah. You can't. We'll be in trouble real fast.
And we got destroyed by CeeDee Lamb. I'm looking at CeeDee Lamb. He had 191 yards on us.
And most catches wide open. He made very few contested catches that game, and that's how you know it's a problem.
He averaged 17 yards a catch. And then that rookie boy, Jake Ferguson, he might be a problem too. I'm telling you, I'm not. If I'm looking at the one,
you scared? You saying?
I'm not scared, but if I'm looking at it, Eagles 1, Dallas is 2 in an NFC conference, and then I'm gonna go maybe 49ers, but Dallas is number 2 easy.
I agree. Dallas it's a 2-horse race right now. That's what it is. With the Eagles winning the race at the end of the day, that's how I see it. We have the better quarterback. And we have the better. I think I don't know if we got. They got the more experienced coach, but I like Nick Sirianni. But I don't know about. I like our offensive coordinator. I think he's getting better. That it kind of irritated me because the game could have been over on that the last time we had the ball. This game could have been over.
That 3-3 is an excuse.
That 3-3, I agree. Especially when you have the brotherly shove in your back pocket. You could honestly, and for real, 3rd and 3, you could actually do the brotherly shove 2 straight plays. Yeah. You actually could do it 2 straight plays and get a first down. For real.
Maybe they really didn't want to put that on Jalen. And if that's the case, Rashad Penny, who we had a sighting of him today, by the way. If they would have I would have used him like just run a ball, let him. He's our power back. First of all, he's the power back. We've been looking for one. We don't have a power back. That's your big back right there that we haven't been using. I mean, thank God Boston Scott. I mean, I think Scott, he was out, so that's why Penny was able to dress. But man, we need to use him more, especially in the games.
I agree. No, I agree with that. I mean, I've been shouting Penny. I've been talking to John about. I don't know why I don't got Penny in the game more. Gainwell actually had a nice touchdown run, so I can't be too mad. But I want to see more of Penny. I know with Seattle, he put some work in. He a more downhill kind of running back. Let him eat. Let him bang with them. Let him bang them linebackers, them safeties up a little bit. Like that's what he's there for. I remember we had Blunt the year we won the Super Bowl. That's when we had the ball Blunt in here. Blunt hit that, grab that ball straight, run downhill, run some cats over. So I do agree. X-Man Penny needs more touches, but that OC, but that's the goofy OC. Yeah. I mean, I don't know who always. The NFL is strange. Like I've never been on the sideline. I've never been obviously in one of them team meetings, so I don't know who's always responsible for putting players in the lineup. Is it the running back coach? Is he going to the OC and being like, "Yo, put Penny more in the game," or is he saying, "No, let's go more with game?" Well, I don't know. I don't know who's responsible for making these final calls on who playing, who not. But Penny need more clock.
It might be Howie.
Could be that too. Could be that too. I don't know. Maybe he don't want him to get the big contracts. So he can sign him for cheap again or something. It could be. How about use Penny instead of constantly sneaking Hurts? You actually probably could put a running back in that position and just hiking the ball. That's actually a good play. I mean, a good thought though, John. You actually probably could do that. And even in practice, just get him comfortable with lining up under center, snapping it, and then just let him do his thing. I know Jalen is 600-pound squat man and all that, but especially right now because he's injured, you might want to consider that. That's not a bad thought. I kind of agree with that.
Well, so who gets your game ball today?
Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham. he get a half a game ball. I know he didn't play that much, but them 2 sacks was huge. I'll probably give my game ball to it's a couple to go around. Jalen, actually, he was 17 for 23, only 6 incomplete passes. He played a monster game, bro. Like, I don't think we really noticed how well he conducted that game. He really did. That pass he threw to Devontae Smith was on the dime. The one he threw,
I saw was dime. Everybody on Twitter was like, that was a dime.
Yes. He dropped that joint on the dime. The one he threw to Goddard, that huge first down, the one he had to catch going out of bounds.
Yeah.
That I think ended up in the scoring drive too. That was a huge play because a lot of these passes that he threw were in very critical situations because Dallas went up 14-7, so we had to score. And Jalen came through. Jalen get my game ball. Yeah, the best quarterback in the league right now. He gets the game ball.
That's why I had to give it to Jalen too. I mean, I'm looking at he was 74% completion rate, 243 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 passes, and that's the sneak. So I mean, no turnovers. He had that little fumble recovery. He got to stop fumbling too. But yeah, Jalen gets it.
No, but that was it. I mean, see, plays like that though, like you throwing it and you get hit. It's different if you running and somebody hit you and they slip out your hand. When you throwing it, if somebody get their hand around. To me, it's a fumble technically, but is it like a fumble problem? No, you throwing the ball. Like Bo just happened to get his hand in there. I don't count them. To me, those are not big deals. That happens to everybody. It's the most vulnerable position the quarterback going to be in when he cock back to throw.
I know, or just be more aware of number 11. Was that 11? That wasn't that Michael Parsons?
No, I think that was the other board, number 52 or 54 or somebody. McCall, who was it? He should know. It was somebody. I think it was somebody else in their team. But if Goddard is down, right, would you consider, at least in some spurts, putting Julio Jones in that tight end position and letting?
I knew you were going to say that, and I would.
Okay.
I would. And he could play. I mean, he's big enough. We just don't miss Goddard, though. Goddard is a beast. And he's hopefully in his 2 weeks, he'll get better. But I guess a broken forearm, he might be done for the season.
Yeah.
So now we just got to wait.
Hold on. McCall just texted me. He told me the player's name. Here we go. He said it was Sam Williams. That's what he said. Sam Williams. All right.
I think everybody did.
Yeah, that's facts.
That game was stressful.
Very stressful. My wife couldn't even watch the last play before she threw it. Before he threw it to CD Lamb. Yeah, that was very, very, very stressful. What's up? Oh, that K1? What's up? Said where everybody at? We here. We in the building. Where you at? Oh, you talking about Tim? Well, listen, Wayne doesn't like when Jalen shines the way he does. So
exactly,
I don't think he was ready to take the heat and the criticism that was going to come from the fan base. But I don't think nobody's going to come at him. We all listen. We just excited. We happy right now. I probably came at it a little bit, but we all excited. Ethan did admit. Now, I don't know if he's going to come on live and say this, but he did admit in our chat, and I can show you all the receipts if necessary, that Jalen is the best quarterback in the league right now. He did admit that. And I would like to say I'm thinking of the one who said it first, that he was going to take the number one spot. And right now, he's in the number one spot. Right now, this year, I'm not talking about career. I'm not talking about total package. Right now, this very moment, what's today? November the 5th, 2023, Jalen Hurts is the number one quarterback in the league. Bar none. That's all I'm saying.
Today, A.J. Brown became the fastest wide receiver in the Eagles' history to get 1,000 yards in the season.
What you say? He became the fastest receivers of what now?
Get 1,000 yards in the season for the Eagles.
Oh, for the Eagles?
Yeah, A.J.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the debate now is going to be him or T.O. as an Eagle, who's been our best wide receiver. That's going to be the debate. Right now, I still got to say Turtle, my man, but A.J. Brown doing his thing. X-Man said he did have one in the chamber Mr. Wing said he had one in the chamber for Wayne. Thank you. I know you did because I had plenty tucked away. I was going to hit him like, bah! I was going to hit him with a couple and a sniper shot.
Wayne did not want this, but he wanted this. He wanted to collapse so he can come at. He wanted to come at Jalen so bad. All of a sudden, he's tired.
Yeah, he's sleepy now. Jalen put him to sleep. Just like he did the Cowboys. Rocked him to sleep like a little baby. Rocked him to sleep.
Man, you know well, if you're an Eagles fan, everybody and their mom is hyped. They want to read everything, talk about everything, and be around everybody. All hype. Not Wayne. Because Jalen balled out. One reason only. Because Jalen got off.
It's sad. It's sad that we at this point that this is where we come to. Because when people say things, right, what it is, it's not even about Jalen. It's about Wayne's own pride and ego. When people say things, they want to be right so bad that they want to die on the hill that they started on. But that don't happen to me because when I say something I'm right, I'm normally right. And most of the time, everything comes to fruition. But, Starscream, how your number one quarterback would lead the league. Or you tied for the league lead in interceptions, but you are leading the league in wins, right?
Exactly.
The number one quarterback leads the league.
Who else has eight wins?
Wins. That's what he did. He's a winner. That's why he's the best quarterback. And he also has the best deep ball percentage in the league as well. And he throws the most passes over 20 yards because he don't dink and dunk like these other quarterbacks do. Patrick Mahomes' defense, his receivers ain't as good, so he got to do some dinking and dunking and all that. But that's their fault. Nobody told the Chiefs to let Tyreek Hill walk out the front door. They had one of the best receivers in the league, and they didn't want to pay that man his money. They didn't want to do that. So now he going. Now they got Tony, who got feet for hands, and he can't catch. He dropping all kind of passes all day. So now they got him running around, dropping stuff, and he's not the number one quarterback no more. You need that chemistry. That symbiotic relationship between wide receiver and quarterback, and we have it. And it's a beautiful thing when you have the best wide receiver and the best quarterback in the league. And I'm sorry, y'all don't. Nobody else do. We have it. And they homies. It's a beautiful thing.
So right now we got a 2-game lead on the Dallas Cowboys for our division. We 8-3. They 5-3. We 8-1. So we get that bye this week. We come back nice and fresh.
No, Dak didn't dink and dunk today. I'll give you that. But Dak was playing against a suspect secondary. Dak is nice, McCall. I'm not hating on that. This is no Dak hate. Dak played a very good. I always liked Dak, actually. I even felt bad when he dislocated his
you didn't always like that. You like Wentz.
No, I've always
like Wentz.
I've always gave him his props, is what I'm saying.
We're not going to do that.
I always gave him his props. You was trying to say that he was so much better at the time, and he wasn't. Now you was right. He definitely surpassed him. Wentz is out the league. We're not going there no more. We're talking about Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts. Dak Prescott did his thing. I'm not hating on Dak. I'm not hating on him. He nice, but again, what is Jalen Tim? He nice with it.
I'm mad.
Dak is the next Cam Newton for Mark sitting in the back.
Back here tomorrow after the Sixers play Wizards. They play the Wizards tomorrow, so we'll be right back here. So y'all just jump on. Any final thoughts before we roll?
Starscream, I hear you. I'm gonna address Starscream. I'm gonna address all the haters out there. What's the score of the Golden State game anyway? They won it. What's the score, Mark?
I'm watching Buffalo.
Oh, you're watching something else
right now. Buffalo and Cincinnati.
Last words is this is a good win going into our bye and going into the toughest part of our schedule. So you started it off nice. Not that you saying you got a leeway to take a loss, but you gave yourself a cushion in case you do. Because you got San Fran, the Bills, Kansas City, all them coming up. Chances are,
where do you think we're gonna go? We got next game is Kansas City. We got Kansas City, 49ers, Bills, Seahawks, and Dallas. 5 games. What are you saying is the record?
I gotta meditate on that a little bit. I might give that to you on our next Sixers pod. I gotta think on it. I gotta see these other teams. I think we could beat San Fran. I actually think we would beat San. I actually do think if any team beats us, it probably will be Dallas and Dallas. That's gonna be a tough game. Division games is always tough. I always had it splitting with Dallas at the beginning of the year anyway. I could see us splitting that game with Dallas. I haven't really tuned in on Buffalo that much. McCall saying 3-2. I was thinking 3-2, but I might go out on the limb and say 4-1. With the only loss to the Cowboys the second time we play them. I can see that happen. We that nice. Jalen is that nice with it. And after we go through this gauntlet of games, Starscream, I want you to come back here and apologize for all this hate that you're trying to throw my young boy away. I need apologies from everybody because I'm a screenshot all this. I'm a screenshot all this, and I'm taking receipts. I'm coming back for everybody next.
All right, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, y'all.